Hey girls, welcome back to Her Nature. Today I want to talk about manifestation and making our dreams happen while being a messy, messy girl. And it's perfect timing because I didn't put out an episode last week because I was traveling. I was having fun and went down to California and Tijuana. It was beautiful on Instagram, but behind the scenes, it was not beautiful. It was messy, but overall, a great time. And when I came home a couple days ago, I was like feeling a lot of feelings because after being in Tijuana and seeing like the lifestyle of people who live down there and then coming back to America, I was like, we are so fucking privileged. And I'm so grateful to come home to like a job and a safe home and to live in a safe place. But also, it felt very messy. Like my house felt messy. I had to catch up on all these emails. It's so hard to like enjoy time as an adult and as a girl and like travel and take a load off, let go of responsibilities when that means everything goes to shit and then you have to eventually catch up on all of that. It's just got me thinking a lot about living our best lives while also feeling behind, feeling messy. This really is a reminder to myself because sometimes I feel like if I'm going through a funk, going through a hard time, if I feel like I don't have it all together, it's hard to like plan for the future. It's hard to get excited about what I want, my dreams, and like see it all come to fruition if I don't feel like I have that energy and that abundance and organization and like everything's kind of falling in line. But the truth is, manifestation, abundance, building your dreams happens in the messy moments. So let me bring it back around. Okay, let's first just talk about like what is manifestation because it's a super modern buzzword. And I feel like because I grew up like Christian and grew up with more of a traditional family, I feel like manifestation was a dirty word. And a lot of people, especially in older generations or people who just don't understand manifestation, they view it as being like you being the one to grant a wish and say a spell, and then your reality turns into whatever you want. It's not like that. Manifestation is having a dream that God put on your heart and aligning with that vision to be able to walk the right path to make it happen. It's almost impossible when you have a dream to ignore it, especially if you are somebody who's like spiritual and feeling aligned and has big dreams. You want to live a big life. It's hard to just kind of push it down. It's going to come out in one way or the other. And so manifestation is doing it in a way that is intentional. It's a decision through daily actions to make it happen. It's not a feeling. Like a lot of people think, oh, I want to start a business, but I'm just not ready. It's not the right time. When in reality, nobody who starts a business feels perfectly ready. If your dream is to have a family, but you're waiting for everything to be lined up perfectly, that's not going to happen either. People make the decision towards their dream. And if you're manifesting correctly, your actions and your daily habits line up with that to become your reality. It's not just making a wish. Okay. So, like, you can't have a dream that you're going to move to another state and meet the man of your dreams and have a beautiful home with a wraparound porch when you have 10 hours of screen time a day and you just sit at home and you're like manifesting so hard, but you're not actually doing anything about it. Another easy way to think about manifestation is like you're going to go one direction or another in any area of life. Anything that you want to happen, you're either going to get closer to that or further away. And so every daily action and following through on that promise to yourself will steer you closer or farther away from your manifestation, your dream. And again, if it's something, if you believe in God and you believe that God puts a dream in your heart, this is walking your path towards that, right? It's being in alignment. And it is tapping into the version of you, acting like the version of you who is ready to receive it. And you can do that when you're messy. You can do that when you are broke. You can do that when you're emotional. It doesn't take perfection. It takes just like the willingness to be ready to receive it when it comes. We see this a lot with people who win the lottery. We see people all the time get a huge sum of money, whether they win it or they were gifted it, somebody died in their family and passed it down to them, and they spend it so recklessly. It's gone so quickly because they weren't at the vibrational level to receive it. They weren't ready. They weren't prepared to have that form of abundance. They weren't ready to hold that and have the energy to contain it and make it last. And so they burn through it and then they're broke again. So this is an example of like manifestation isn't just having good things happen to you. It's not just making great things happen and wishing upon a star that something good happens and it just comes to you. It's like, no, manifestation is being in alignment with the you that can hold the biggest dreams that your heart could ever desire. And it's not always pretty. We have this logic that you have to have it all together to manifest. And that would mean that only people with easy lives manifest. When we've seen so many stories of broken people, minorities, people who were born into nothing, be able to make something of themselves because they believed that it could happen. And of course, there's a little bit of privilege in today's quote unquote manifestation, but I do believe that oftentimes we're blocking ourselves. We are limiting our beliefs because we think that if we're sad, we can't have an abundance mentality. If we're struggling, we're just in the wrong energy. We can't manifest. And like if you're not positive and you're having a shitty day or a shitty year, you aren't capable of attracting what you want. And so then you self-sabotage yourself. And that is another form of manifestation. It is whatever you believe in your head, walking towards that, and it can be good or bad. When we see manifestation online, it's like doing Pilates, journaling, it's juicing a carrot into a beautiful glass mason jar. It's writing little love letters to yourself. You are beautiful. And then putting sticky notes all over your mirror to remind yourself like how amazing you are because you just believe it. That's not how it really looks. Sometimes it looks like that. And all the basic bitches on Instagram love to make it look like that is manifestation. And it can be like speaking life into yourself, treating yourself great, feeding yourself, fueling yourself with foods and energy and activities that get you closer to where you want to be. Beautiful. That is its own form of manifestation. But a lot of the times, manifestation looks like a burning, painful fire that's inside of you that's coming out in all of these ugly ways. It looks like completely crashing out. Sometimes treating people like shit, treating yourself like shit. It looks like crying in your car. It looks like feeling up for an event and then like changing your mind and saying, no, I don't want to go. And then changing it again and being like, actually, I will come. And just being confused, doing the scary thing anyway. Manifestation isn't linear. Healing and being able to like grow into this next version of you that's going to be able to receive all of the abundance that you could ever dream of isn't something that is like black and white overnight. It's easy. It takes transformation, and it's like being a butterfly. That's such a basic analogy to use, but truly you have to like be ugly and be confused and then like go in your cocoon, and then you come out like this totally different person. But that doesn't just come from doing Pilates and going to bed early. It comes from working out at the gym because you want a better body and looking ugly. It comes from setting your alarm for 5 a.m. because you need to wake up to be at a meeting by a certain time and hating your fucking life that morning while you're getting out the door. And it may look like if you want more money, you don't just wish like I want more money and then it just comes to you. You need to be able to hold that, and sometimes that takes sacrifice. So it could be really meal planning for the week and being really intentional about how you're spending your money on groceries and maybe eating leftovers. If we waited to do what we wanted to do until we felt our best, we would be waiting around forever. And we see people like this all the time. Like I see so many middle-aged adults who are like my parents' age, and they're just like pushing their dreams off in the distance. Like, oh, when I feel ready, I'll go for it. You know, when I have more time in the day. I'm just not like those other people who go for it. I'm not pretty like them. I don't have money like them. And it's like, you are being your own block right now. You are blocking yourself from making what you want to make happen a reality. It's all moments. It's like the good times, the bad times, when you feel dark, when you're exhausted, when you're feeling excited, when you're feeling inspired, when you don't have a lot of money, when you do. The difference between people who actually live their best lives versus people who don't is the ability to hold the line and hold the vision of what they want and work towards it through the hills and valleys of life. And maybe it's just a little bit one year, but you're still kind of getting there and you're keeping your eyes on the prize and not feeling like waiting around is going to get you closer, because you're going to be beat by people who are willing to do the work to get there and do it when they feel messy. This is something that I think a lot of people confuse. Like they think that desire is a decision and wanting something will get them there. But that's, again, not how it works. Everybody wants what you want. Everybody wants to be healthy. Everybody wants to have money. Everybody wants to have fun, loving, safe relationships. Everybody wants their dream job. Everybody wants to travel. Okay, so from one messy girl to another, how are we going to manifest while messy? Let's walk through some steps. Number one, being positive. Like truly believing that it can happen, even if you have to lie to yourself, even if you don't feel prepared, being your own cheerleader. How is anybody else supposed to advocate for you, believe in you, invest in you when you are constantly shitting on yourself? Other ways that you can manifest when you're messy is visualization. So, like if you're going on a walk, you're working out, this is also like meditating, it's prayer, it is vision boards, really thinking through like, what do I want that reality to look like? Both physically and how does it feel in my body? You know, when you are in the shower and you kind of like play through future situations or conversations with people in your mind, like we can do that and visualize our future lives in the best possible way ever. We're always thinking about the worst case scenario and we believe it and then we freak ourselves out. But we don't often imagine the best case scenario. And that's just as, if not more, realistic to happen. It's a survival mechanism to not feel like we can think that way. So we almost have to like manually trick our brains into going there. Because once you visualize it, you can actually see the steps to make it happen. And you can be very specific when you're visualizing where you want to go. Maybe it's not like this huge dream. Maybe it's just like, I want to feel more relaxed at work, or I want to be somebody who has more energy in the morning. Whatever your goal may be so specific about it. What is it going to take to get there? And then act like you already have it. I've done other episodes where I've talked a lot about this, but like, it's not always exciting to be able to be that bitch. If you want to be like more fit, right? It's not going to be firing off your dopamine to eat chicken and beans for lunch, but it's one of those micro decisions, acting like you already have it. What would a fit girl who has your dream body be eating for lunch? This is what's hard for me, is like, it really is a long, hard journey. It doesn't happen overnight. If you could have your dream body tomorrow, if you ate perfectly today, everybody would have it. And hardly anybody does, because it takes a long, long time and it's boring and ugly. It's not rewarding, especially right away. And then once you have that reality, once you have like a beautiful family, a fit body, you have money rolling in, you drive your dream car, it takes a ton to maintain that. That's why it takes like the habits and the grit to be able to develop it and to be able to get there over a long period of time so that you can actually sustain it. If you got handed like a Ferrari tomorrow, would you even be able to take care of that car? Park it in your nasty garage? If it needs work done on it, can you even afford maintenance on it? And even when you're messy, you can surround yourself with the energy of the thing that you're trying to manifest. So like if you want a new home in a different neighborhood, go on walks around that neighborhood and just look at the homes, wave to people. Like soak in that energy of what it feels like to be there so that you can use it to really catapult yourself forward. Be excited. Sometimes if you're messy and you feel like shit and you're sick or whatever, if you want to feel more healthy, you could go to the gym and literally walk on the treadmill for like 10 minutes. Just be around the fit people. And you'll start to feel yourself be like, I'm going to drink more water today. I'm going to maybe go on one of the machines. I'm going to work out a little bit because I'm feeling the vibes of who I want to be. And I can write on that. It's like fueling your tank. And then another thing that messy manifesting divas do is having faith. It's hard. It's hard to have faith, especially when it feels like life is throwing a bunch of evidence at you to not believe in what you want is going to happen. But this is where we learn our best lessons, is in the waiting. Manifestation does take work, but it also takes waiting and being patient. And it's like ordering something off of Amazon. You order it, you pay for it, the work is done. I've put it out there. Now I turn off my phone, I close out my app, and I know that that package will be delivered to me. It's just a matter of time. I can wait knowing that it's coming my way. Faith is messy. Faith isn't feeling confidence every day. It's not feeling like you're a boss ass bitch, you're on your shit, you're going to have everything that you want. It's none of that. It's knowing that if you have a dream to be a certain way, live a certain life, and if you're walking in that path and doing what you can, it will be yours. It's continuing anyway. It's continuing to walk the journey anyway, even when it feels like you're not making any progress, because eventually it will make sense and you'll have your manifestation. Maybe it'll look differently, or maybe it won't happen at all and it was a form of protection. But believing that, like, as long as this feels true in my body and I believe in it and I want it, I can make small steps towards it and it will be mine. Mine. Yeah, anyway, prayer is a big part of this too. I'm not extremely religious. Like, I don't go to church or anything, but I do pray all the time. And it's not even like a verbal thing. It's like mental, like just saying like, God, I want this so bad. Like, if it's for me, please bring it to me. Anything that's not for me, rid it out of my life. Get rid of it. I don't want it. I want only what's in alignment and what is for me. It's a way to speak into life what you want and to say, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Okay, so here are some signs that you may be manifesting while messy. And it isn't always intentional. Like, sometimes you're manifesting things just by like living in flow and making decisions towards what you want. But it's not like, I want this and I'm going after it. And sometimes that's the best kind of manifestation because it feels so natural when it finally becomes yours. You may be manifesting while messy and not crashing out, but going through transformation if you're excited for your future, but you're also fucking terrified and confused. If you're changing your plans every week and you're like, should I do this? No, I shouldn't. Yes, I should. Why wouldn't I? Oh, this is a stupid idea. I'm going for it. That's messy manifestation. If you're doing things before you feel ready, that is going to really set you apart and be able to make you devour whatever you want in life. Like that is what separates the cream from the crop. I don't even know if that's the right way to put it, but it's like everybody wants what they want, but like actually going for it when you don't feel ready, asking people for what you want, even if you feel like you don't deserve it, like really putting yourself out there, doing the most and taking risks. There's a lot of no's with that. There's a lot of moments where you feel like failure or embarrassed, and it just makes you stronger. It prepares you to be better equipped and ready for when you get a yes. Also, if you feel delusional, but kind of in a good way, like it's fun and it is just like exciting to say, the world is my oyster. I can do whatever I want. There's so much opportunity for me out there. And this is just the beginning. These are things that I tell myself all the time. Like, this is just the beginning. It may feel like things are failing or you're confused or you feel like everything is going wrong in life, but it's like, what if this is literally just the beginning? If you want to be a photographer and you're comparing your photography to somebody who's been doing it for 20 years, of course you're going to think that it flopped. But compare your work now to that photographer and their work 20 years ago. And I guarantee you, you're going to not feel so delusional. You're going to say, you know what? If they could do it, I could too. When you go for it, you learn those skills as you go. You get better, you get to know people, you glean like insight and knowledge from everyone around you. You position yourself in spaces where your type of people are. You don't manifest when you have every little thing together. You manifest while you're figuring it out. And you can manifest when you are crashing out, when you're confused, when you're tired, you're exhausted. You're like, what the fuck even is life? You can manifest when you're slightly feral, and actually encourage that. I think that a lot of our power as women comes from our feminine rage, from us being crazy. It's where we get inspiration. It's where we really like ignite that fire that's inside of us that needs to come out. Be more feral. In fact, when I talk to people who are like in their 50s, 60s, and they have what I want, like the dream life, they have it all together, I realized that they were messy as fuck when they were younger. Your dream life isn't meant to be built by the you that has all your shit together. You feel like you have your shit together more after developing that over years and years and years. And even then you don't. The reality that you want is already yours. It is just a long, hard journey of stepping into it and knowing that it is built by the version of you that just keeps going when she doesn't feel like she can do it. This is your reminder that life is short. Ooh, I need this reminder too. And that it's not waiting around for you to have your shit together. So let's be messy together. If you are manifesting something, I want to hear about it. You can DM me on social media. I'm at Hiking is Hot. So hit me up. I love to talk about manifestation. I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about it. A lot of people feel like it is all directed by you and it's like selfish and that it's privileged, when in reality, it's literally just following your heart. And that's something that is so beautiful. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.